Do you know how many files your employees have uploaded, downloaded, emailed, airdropped, slacked, or shared via Google Drive today? A lot of that data has left your organization, and you don't even know it. Visit code42.com to learn how Insider prevents data exfiltration.
If you're addicted to love, get ready to binge your heart out. Stream exclusive originals plus the entire 90-day universe for just $4.99. Discovery Plus is the streaming home of relationships, plus so much more. Start your free trial.
This is one of those weird days in which everything is working out. No one really has any problems. And it's often difficult to lead when everything's working so well, because you really can't be a leader without problems. I'm not sure if people actually catch on to that that hidden truth about leadership. It's one of those things where you need problems, and then, hey, where's a leader to get us past these problems? And the leader shows up and he gets past the problem. So when everything's well, then the leader's job pretty much goes into human resources and sustained happiness. And that's kind of what I want to talk about today, since everything's going well. How do we, let's see, I guess it's easy to, well, maybe not. So I ask both. How do we keep it well? But that's not really what I'm focused on in this case, but that just came up by accident as me talking. And how do we create this incredible, well environment that consistently just produces well? And that is what I'm more interested in this morning. But let's not make any assumptions. Is there any way that I can help any of you who are on the call? Anyway, I don't want to restrict it to something and not get the best answers. So let me break the ice with Jerry. Jerry, any way that we can help you? And I know it's hard, because it's like a billion things can be possible, and then at the same time, you don't need anything. So I know it's a little difficult. But anyway, any weird way, any way unexpected.
What are your secrets for production, for getting more done with content? How about that?
Yeah, got that.
That's just off the top of my head, but
that's a good one though. That's a really good one. That's a really good.
It's very challenging when you're pretty much working alone.
Yeah.
With trying to do both ends of it and trying to make sure your scripts are, your content is correct and all that.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. What a great one. Okay. There are a few secrets, because before I had people, I was doing it all alone. I learned to record everything. So some of this makes sense, but I'm going to start with what makes sense and then hyper it. Grace, can you put this in the notes? Finish what you're doing and then put it in the notes. I'll remember it, because can you put it in the notes real quick? Because Jerry just asked like the greatest question of all week. Okay, so keep doing what you're doing, Grace.
And that's with me asleep.
So they were asleep. I asked, how can I help everybody, because everything's going well. And what I really want to do moving forward for the future is have one of the best, like get voted one of the best work environments, right? One of the best offices or whatever, right? So I'm just kind of thinking 10 years into the future. Now, Jerry asked, well, I'd start off with Jerry, just like threw him under the ice, and he came up with something brilliant. He said, what are your secrets for content, producing content? Because, by myself, it's cumbersome, it's a lot of work. Great question. You want to record everything, and I promise the answer is not going to be this simple. I just need to start here. You want to record everything and to put, and I mean everything. Literally, no, that's a whole different statement. That means every time somebody calls you for help, Jerry, that should be recorded. Literally. You're probably doing $10,000 of coaching every day that goes unrecorded. Seriously, that's serious. Because you're a helpful person. Your interactions with Isaac, they should totally be recorded. And then use, if you just go back far enough, you'll see this. Use your kids for content. I literally, can I tell you how many times I've used my boys, made them sell books with me, and had it recorded, and they did stuff, and I had to teach them something, and it just became this great video, right? It became this great video. Now, another great way is to, before you buy a standalone mic, you can use your headphones if you want. This your recording app on your headphones. You have no space. Typically these days, I like to have a standalone mic. Grace, do me a favor real quick. Pause that. Google Zoom F1 field recorder. Find a picture and share it on the screen. These days, yeah. Jerry's got one. Yeah, I'm looking at it.
I've been using these lavaliers. I've got a couple of these.
Good. So you'll just be showing it for everybody else. Yeah, I forget he's a voice actor. Yeah, so you know what I'm talking about. And what I do is I'll just walk around with those all day, recorded, because that becomes an audio podcast. What I'm showing you all right now is you actually live a pretty exciting life, whether you think you do or not. And in your field, there is some great content that you can share. The hard part of this is documenting. This is why, the hard part of this is creating the content. This is why I don't attempt to create content. I document. Now, Gary Vee has made that saying very famous here the last 5 years or less, but I've been doing it since 2012. So this is the one I use. I'm not telling you it's the greatest. I'm just telling you it's the one that someone recommended to me, and I ain't had no problems since 2014 or something like that. All right, thank you, Grace. It's fantastic. I like it, okay? Jerry has 3 of them. Now, all of what I've attempted to solve here is, Antonio, I need to create content. Now, this doesn't solve the problem. This actually creates you more problems, because now you're going to have a lot of content, and it needs to go out there. This is going to create more problems. I just need you all to know this, okay? But it does solve the problem of producing content. And let me just pause real quick and tell everybody, and I'm going to say this as gently as possible. If you're still not producing content, your insecurity is probably masquerading as quality. It says too early. Okay. If you're still not producing content, your insecurity is probably masquerading as quality. And you're saying, well, I don't have the quality right, and that's why you're not producing content. It's not a bad thing. You just need to know that all content doesn't need to be of high Steven Spielberg quality, because content is divided into a few pieces. I need you to try to write down what's in my head. You're going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? We're going to make 1 and 2 the left quadrant, 3 and 4 the right quadrant is what this is, okay? 1 is low quality production. That's what I want to say. Low quality production, low quality content. That's one. We're going to put that on the left quadrant to the top. Can everybody see that in your head? Low quality production, low quality content. Okay. Take your time. I'm just waiting on you to put it out there. All right, there we go. Number two would be low quality content, high quality production. This will be bottom left. Thank you. Thank you for making me say that. This will be bottom left. Yeah, high quality production, low quality content. Number three, which would be top right, Grace. I'm going top right. I went out of order, but that's okay. Top right. Actually, let's make it bottom right. That way I can go in a counterclockwise order. Bottom right would be the opposite. It would be not high yet. It would be high quality content, low quality production. And I'm finna blow your mind with something. That's why I said, Jerry, this is why I said you ask like the greatest questions. All this is in my head. All this stuff is in my head. High quality content, low quality production, right? And I'll draw it here in a second. And then number four is exactly what Grace said: high quality content, high quality production. There is a time and place to do all of these. All of you, actually right now, in this setting, we are doing number three. Is high quality content. You can where else you gonna get this? Where can you read this from? Right, like let's process this information real quick. Like, where is this in the book? Who is fielding questions and then saying, "Oh, well, Jerry, let's pause for a little bit because that question was so great. Let me give you all the secrets." You know, like this should be sold. I could do an ebook on this. I can make it a sales funnel or something. You understand what I'm saying? It's high quality content, but there's no doubt about it that the production is low. There's a freaking coffee pot going off in the background. There's a kitchen happening. You understand? The greatest thing I got going on is this nice, expensive jacket that I cannot remember where it's from. Okay.
I can almost smell the bacon.
Exactly. Go ahead, Grace.
I've been wanting to say this all week. The background looks like, a background. The background of the kitchen it's been looking like, man, what kind of background he got? That's what it looks like.
It's a virtual background. It's like Christo walking by. He loves walking by with his muscles. He just be showing y'all his muscles. I've been teasing him all week. Yeah, I've been teasing him all week, Jerry. He walks around in flip-flops and muscles too. So it's so country, Steve. Yesterday, Susan, he ate sausages and jelly mixed together on a piece of bread. If this boy ain't from the country, I don't know. Look, Vanessa like that. You got her attention. She do that kind of
Make
stuff.
those
too.
biscuits and I'm in.
That's it. Yeah. But this is high quality content, low quality production. And y'all can do this all day because I listened to Vanessa speak last night and I almost ran around the whole house. I almost just shouted all over the place. She just put her full weight on it and then left it with "I am Vanessa," and wow, that was super high quality content, and it was low quality production. Vanessa, you can do that all day and become a millionaire. You really could. It's natural for you. And here's the cool part: that needs no script. So another one. Now that I showed you. Okay, so we got two sections here now. We got the first section, I just showed you how to record. That creates a problem, though. The problem is, Antonio, I just got all this raw stuff, what I do with it, okay? So I'm giving you a blueprint of deciding where do you want this content in one of these quadrants. And then you get to decide what goes out raw, what does not. That's why I did that. So the next logical step is, Antonio, when do I need a script? And then the next one after that would be, when do I need production? These would be the next logical steps. When should this be organized content? When should I tap into me? When should I should I document and have a script? Is that really documenting? You get it? Put these two here. Put a question to ask, and then put a colon. When should I write a script? And then put a question to ask, colon. When should I go unscripted? Okay, these are two logical questions, Patricia. Two logical questions. They were going to come up, so I'm just anticipating to come up, and I'm going to address them now. When should I go unscripted? Now, the answer is whenever you feel like it. That's up to you. But when you go scripted, you can put it in all four of these quadrants. It doesn't matter. When you go unscripted, you can put it in all four of these quadrants. It doesn't matter. What I just did for you is I gave you freedom with these four quadrants. You live in a YouTube age in which some of the most viral videos have zero production. I have a top ranked podcast, been that way for years. At this point, I'm spoiled. I just expect hundreds of thousands of people to check it out. I do. It's not even, when you have a top ranked podcast for nearly 6 years, you kind of just have those expectations. At this point, I'm conditioned. I don't record anything, and I don't edit anything. I want you to think about this. My podcast is high quality content and low quality production. It sits in quadrant 3. Because from all that stuff I put up, do me a favor, recopy and paste every last one of these, just in case somebody joined in. Yep, and then I want you to send it to Shamanda, because she's on the phone. Go ahead, Abby.
I just wanted to chime in quickly, just to also add to what Antonio is saying in response to Jerry's question. We now live in an information age. We've kind of shifted from the industrial age of our parents and our grandparents and generations before us, and we now live in an information age where the internet and going online is what is relevant. And a lot of times people are not looking for perfection. They're looking for authenticity. They're looking for relatability. So people don't expect you to have a perfect production, perfect lighting, perfect makeup, a Coke shaped body, like a Coke bottle shaped body, and a lot of those mindsets and kind of like preconceived notions that we had a few years ago are going away, and now people relate to people that look like them, that sound like them, that are authentic, that have a background that they can relate to. So just to add to what Antonio is saying, you don't have to have a perfect situation in order to put your message out there. Just start somewhere, and as you start somewhere and you continue to be consistent with your messaging, and you obviously have a strong conviction behind what you're putting out there, as time goes on, your business will continue to grow, and then you attract all the different opportunities and resources that you need to keep on growing and expanding your business and taking it to that next level and that next level. So yeah. That's
perfectly said. And it's say it again and teach it and start a sales funnel, because it's perfectly said. It really is. It really is perfectly said. You will grow, your quality will grow as you get paid more. Now, so we had a question to ask: when should I write a script? When should I go unscripted? Both of those, the answer was whenever you want. Where do I put it, Antonio? In one of those quadrants. Does it matter? No, right? It doesn't matter. Those quadrants are freedom. They're freedom. I don't know where I learned this from. It's just up here for some reason, and I'm pouring it out now. My brain told me it. This is what Deanna said. Yeah, my youngest son, somebody asked him a question when he said He has this big vocabulary. I've never taught him how to read. He taught himself how to read. I taught him math. I taught him because I was catching him up. When I started homeschooling, the oldest was in the 2nd grade, and he was just going to kindergarten. So I said, I made a decision. It was a totally arbitrary decision. He doesn't need reading. He needs math. I'm going to catch him up and catch him up. So I just taught him math and science. Well, I guess when you teach a kid math, they learn how to do languages and stuff. Right? So he literally taught himself. I've never seen it before. My 8-year-old knows how to read, reads very well, but he has this insanely big vocabulary. It makes no sense, Jerry. The stuff he watches, his vocabulary is huge. And one day he was like 5, and Temp is asking, where do you get that word from? And just like a knee-jerk reaction, like Antonio T. Smith Jr. jumped in his mouth. My brain told me it. And it's been an inside joke around here ever since. So he just said, my brain told me, okay, well, God dog it, all right then. Your brain told it to you. There it is. So there you go. That's what Deanna was talking about. These 4 quadrants are complete freedom because it doesn't matter. Now, the next logical question, if you're sneaky like me and Patricia, and I mean good sneaky, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm talking about the good, you know, I'm going to start a t-shirt company with my left hand, you know, that kind of sneaky. You understand? Because I'm looking at Sugar with a new shirt. I'm just assuming that's the creation of Patricia. Girl, go ahead and advertise your company in the middle of this meeting. Go ahead, Patricia, unmute your mic and go and tell us about these t-shirts. It's all right. Don't worry about it. I can't help myself.
Good morning, everyone.
Good
the name
morning.
of my company is Live Like, and its mission really is to advance the word of God in the earth, but that's done through podcasting, t-shirts, print material, and public speaking. A part of that is, of course, is the t-shirts. I do have a website, which is www.livelikeshop.com, where you'll be able to find t-shirts. You'll be able to find a book, the book that I wrote, and also a book that I co-authored. So God has blessed me with many things, and I'm just looking forward to more and more that the Lord has in store for me.
All right, there it is. That sounds like a good commercial to me. Yes, thank you so much for being ready. You know, always be ready. And Deanna posted her link in the chat, and there is the website splashed across the screen. Ain't it a good day to wake up this morning, Patricia? Ain't it a good day? It's frozen in time. Look at it. It's a good day to wake up. There it is. So this is her website. It's out there in the link. And there she is, speaker, certified coach, licensed minister, child of God, making it work, sharing the light from Judea, Jerusalem, the uttermost parts of the earth. Yes, there she is. All right. Thank you very much, Gianna. You're such a salesperson. Thank you so much. All right.
Thank you.
Yeah. Another great example of low quality production, but that was some high quality content for her business. Okay. Make sure she get the replay. And then you go ahead and edit this and then make this a testimonial for your website. There you go. So right after this, make sure she get the replay. Okay. Actually, Grace, she may be busy. Can you make sure she get the replay? Okay. She's going to make sure you get the replay. See that? See how that works? Because this video won't come out for a long time, but we're going to make sure you get the replay. I'm so, back to you, Jerry. I want to say I'm so behind in content, but I'm not. If I wanted to produce a piece of content to go for today, which sometimes it does, it skips over maybe 900 pieces of content to give you an idea. Here is, let's see. Let's go with this one. Here is a folder, and these are all articles. All articles. All articles. And it just keeps going and keeps going. And only 3 of those that you see are posted. I haven't even put them out yet. And that's just written stuff. That's just for the written word. Which leads me now to the next logical thing. Antonio, I hear you. How I make it look good, though. Who thinks like that? Am I the only one that think like that? Like, all right. like, how can I make my low quality stuff look good? All right. Put Fiverr.com. 1 V, 2 R's. You go to Fiverr.com. If you put in 2 V's, 1 R, it'll redirect you. But Fiverr.com is it's not the only place like this, but this is just one of the most popular. And what you do, Patricia, and what you do, Jerry, is you take all these recordings you have and you make a theme out of them. Just one theme. Let's say you realize, man, I'm following Antonio's advice and it's like 3 different things that I do. Okay, that sounds like 3 different introductory videos to me. You see it? One is, so I got one that's called I'm a Businessman. So every time, and it's a bar from Jay-Z, one of his lyrics, every time I talk about business, I'll throw that in there and it says by the D. Marie Group. Another one called Creators. It's just a bunch of stuff and I'm develop them over time. I'll share your screen. Now she's for the share screen. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go to, you're going to type in YouTube intros. Wait, what is that? Hold on. That don't look like Fiverr to me. I don't know what you. Yeah. They may have, but I don't trust it. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I got it. I'll stop your whole screen. Let me see. That look like something. I'm gonna double check over here. Yeah, mine look different. I don't know what's going on over there.
That's kind of perfect freelance services for your business.
It does. Let me see. Nah, you right. All right. You know what? But you're not. That's all right. Let me do it anyway though, because I'm gonna have more access to you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I have an account. This is what I was look. She was one step ahead as far as the non-account people. Yeah. I like this kind of stuff. You understand? I like this kind of stuff. All right, here we go. Just type in YouTube intro. Okay, or video intro, whatever. Doesn't matter. And then here's this lady, Charlotte, started at $15. She's approved by Fiverr herself. And then you click on Charlotte, and you say, well, I wonder if I like what Charlotte's got going on. Well, let's find out. It's another one after that, but would anyone like to document a video and then puts that before it? And all of a sudden changes the quality of that video, doesn't it? For $15. All right. This is what I'm talking about. You can do this anyway. Because what's going to happen is Charlotte's going to ask you, well, can you send your videos? And so I don't have any videos. She'll create some stock videos for you. Can you send your pictures? I got my pictures. And what it'll be you interweaved in all of that. And then wherever those letters came in, you're going to put your letters. And it's going to say Jerry presents. You get it? And all that stuff. Now we talking. See, I solved the first problem by having you have all that content. Now you're going to find out, Namdi, this content, your content is going to have, you're eventually going to settle into you to where you're going to have, like Vanessa, you're going to talk about 3 or 4 things. And they're going to be different, but they're going to be your passions. and each passion is going to be different. You don't try to separate the brand. Patricia, you've got this problem right now. Don't separate you the brand. Don't create no new page. No, you create a new intro. Help me, somebody. Yeah. Don't create no new page and have people go over there. No, you just create a new $15 intro, $5 intro, and say, listen, this is the other side of Patricia this morning. All right. I know y'all used to hearing about the Lord, but now you're going to hear about these T-shirts. Since you can't serve the Lord with no money, you understand. It's a little difficult. You know, you need gas to go evangelize. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real. Just keeping it real. You can't accept a preaching engagement and can't get there. All right. You need some gas money. As long as you're on earth, they're gonna charge you to be here. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Sugar.
I'm sorry to interrupt the class this morning, but they just rushed my niece to the hospital. She wasn't breathing, so I'm on my way to Northwest Medical Center, and I need your prayers.
Yes, you do. God, we come to you right now for our sister Sugar, as her niece is unresponsive. Now, I have no idea. I have no idea what to say in this moment, Lord. But you do. God, I ask right now that you shield her car so she can get there safely. God, we ask that you find a way to do what you do. As a collective, we are with her, praying. We want to help. We can only do so much, but you can do anything. So as she's being rushed, let the paramedics be the best. The people who transport her, let the transportation team be the best. Let the doctor be the best, have a best day, and all the nurses. God, touch every piece of this process. Fight battles we don't even know what's going on. Restore, produce healing, and most of all, our sister Sugar needs you right now. I don't think any of us can imagine what she feels right now, stuck in traffic. But I know you are not surprised. And you have the way, you have the will, you have the power. My God, arm your power with power. Move people out her way. Take care of the car. Take care of her mind. Take care of her feelings. Take care of it all. In the mighty name of Jesus. Amen. I'm so sorry.
Amen.
Sir. So sorry. Hold on. I got you. Unmute your mic or not. That's up to you. But I'm so sorry.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much. I'll keep you posted.
Please. I'm checking my spirit saying it, but I'm going to say it anyway. Try to drive safely. Okay. I get it. I'm not even sure if I would listen to that. But she's in good hands. You be in good hands too. Do one of us need to call you and stay on the phone with you?
Yeah, use the number 409-333-9006, please. I'll keep the other line open for the other children to call.
We got it. All right. Well, I tell you what. Won't you disconnect from here and connect with us over there? Okay. You got it. All right. We're sending you the greatest empathy champion on planet Earth. Come on. Come on and give it a number.
All right, I got it together.
All right, she calling you right now. I know you got it. I know you got it.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Give her a call.
Sugar. This is Susan.
Amen. Amen. All right. With artless transition, let's keep going. Let me first say, though, trouble comes, and we all we got. Okay? We all we got. There is not, as far as I'm concerned, when we leave here, we don't have the support like here is. So that's as far as I'm concerned. I could be wrong, Jerry, but I know speaking for myself, thank you, Law. I know speaking for myself, I had to create a new circle because that other circle, Vanessa, they still want me to be angry, Tony, like they still want you to be addicted, Vanessa. You understand? All right, you know exactly what I'm talking about, don't you? Uh-huh. Yeah, that's what it was. That's how they like that stuff. All right.
I don't think you're wrong. I don't think you're wrong.
Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. So here we have all this content. And I'm going to move on to add value, not to be insensitive, but you have all this content. Okay, well, she's fine. She's fine. Just keep checking on her, okay? All this content, and this is, like today is actually a great example between Sugar, between Down to Fill It All, the empathy, Law looking good with the dreads. All of this is content. Here's what, and it's almost like, I just say it the way I want to say it, Patricia. You know, it's almost like God wanted this meeting to happen the way it's happening to show y'all a thing or two, right? This is just one. And essentially, all of this is content. And it's far better for Patricia to genuinely be Patricia than for you to have a scripted piece of content. I can't stress this enough how, listen, at the end of the day, my number one rule is no one suffers alone. I ain't had no idea what to say in that prayer, Patricia. You understand what I'm saying? I think I even said that to God. I ain't know what to say. You understand? But I can tell you, I was genuinely me. And that is far more productive than for me to be scripted. You understand? And that is what your at least that's half of what your content should be. Okay? There's a time to jump on a movie and, you know, do your Denzel, you know, and your what's the lady name? Sweeps, Cheryl? No, not the basketball player. The Prada. The Devil Wears Prada. The greatest actress of
Meryl
all time.
Streep.
There you go. The greatest actress of all time. All right, Meryl Streep. Okay. There's a time. There is a time. I can't believe I forgot her name. That's so embarrassed right now. It's like, you don't forget that name. Right? You know? Law was like, Meryl, don't you do that. Okay, I understand. I know. She's Cheryl Swoops. WNBA, she went over there. If there's a time to get your Meryl Streep on, there absolutely is. And then there's a time not to. And you just have to, it's not even a matter of decision. You just say, hey, which one do I feel like doing today? That's it. You just do that. Which one I feel like doing today, and you do whichever one you feel like doing. As much as Abby walk on the track, I would have a talk series if I was Abby, running around the track or walking around the track talking to the single ladies. I would. absolutely would. And listen, the camera gonna shake. The wind gonna be in the background. One day she gonna get rained on. You understand? It's just gonna be too much. But her audience is not gonna care. It's if when I understood, and it took me a while to understand this. I'm being very real with you. It took me longer than what I wanted to understand this. Someone once told me, Antonio, you need to stop chasing customers that's not yours. And I was like, man, that's a big deal. That's right, I do. And then from that thought process, Jerry, it led me to another thought process. Well, if I need to stop chasing customers that are not mine, what does that say about my customers? And then it's like God just spoke to me and hit me with this knowledge I never forgot. It's like 2012. Your customers will like anything that you do because they're your customers. I gave them to you. Man, now I'm just like, yeah, your customers will like anything you do because I gave them to you. So be yourself. Talk about the 12-step program. That's why I sent them to you. That was for somebody. She know who I'm talking to. You understand? Be business and of God, Patricia. That's why I sent them to you. Why you think I got you so on fire for business? What you think Live Like was for? I need some Christ-like folk in business. Now go ahead and do both. I sent them to you. I sent people who like both. The people gonna like you. They're gonna like the dress. They're gonna be open-minded. They're gonna be supporters of LBGT. They're gonna like chocolate skin. They're gonna like deep voice and all that swagger. And be dreadheads. They're gonna like all that. Now go ahead and be yourself. You understand? And when I realized that now, I was like, man, so I can do what I want? And that's when I stopped being a motivational speaker. But if you ever hear me tell that story of when I started off as motivational speaker, and everybody's like, wait a minute, how the hell you retired at 29? Wait, sir, just wait. Give me a second. Because I knew I was already doing the business the wrong way anyway, okay? I was already doing motivational speaking, but I was doing it wrong because I was killing it. But I was like, listen, y'all can ask me a question at any time because I knew, Jerry, I shine with questions because I knew I do this stuff. And I've always been like that. Just ask me a question, I'm out of there. And it's good. I've always been that way. So my introduction always happened. He retired at 29. And I'm thinking that supports the law of attraction I'm about to talk about, right? He retired at 29. He do law of attraction. No, Steve, they was like, wait a minute. You said we got to ask questions anytime. What you mean retired at 29? You don't look like somebody retired at 29. And I would answer that question. And I would answer that question. And I only had 45 minutes. And I spent 30 minutes talking about business. Somebody missed it. Listen, the universe will show you what you're supposed to be doing. Do you understand? Now, I talk about law of attraction a lot today. Now it's a high demand for it. But the universe knew the fastest, quickest, most harmonious way to get me back to what I wanted to do. It was not starting off as law of attraction. It was become a huge personal brand and business. And then going to law of attraction. And the whole journey is documented. The whole journey. If you go to, the Brick by Brick podcast, which is retired now, if you go to it though, it has hundreds of episodes and you will see me and Tempest build this business, stumble, fall. If you just start out, you listen to how nervous she is in the beginning. And she just comes out her shell over time. And then she is the Tempest that y'all know today. Go ahead, Law.
Can I get some clarification on my thoughts since you said what you said? So me personally, I've always wanted to be a personality. I've always known that I was going to be on TV or what have you. That's just my thing. But what I settled on with speaking was, you know what, you got to have something to say in order for you to be on TV Is that kind of similar to what you're saying, where you're kind of migrating back to business in a sense?
I think this is where we go back to Phil and Susan. You be an expert, and that is your something to say. So let Phil and Susan chime in right here, because they actually had the answer to your question. Which, by the way, let me also plug that you all should be in the Bureau of Dominant Speakers, because Phil and Susan has been literally changing lives over there. Go ahead, Phil or Susan, and address or add value to his question. Which was, I thought I should have something to say. Is that what I should do, have something to say first? That's what he was asking, before you be a personality.
Yeah, it's taking what you are, understanding what your feel, think, be, do, have, and giving about creating things, and then sharing with audiences, here's where I was, here's what I've learned, here's what I do, here's what I'm getting. I'm going to challenge you go do the same. And that's why the last one we did was being strong during challenging times. I think that's one theme that everybody on this call and everybody that's in the Bureau of Dominant Speakers, is that their message is, I've been through challenging times. Here's what I did to get strong. Here's the results I got from it. You go forth and do likewise. Now, whether that's team building, whether that's communication, whether that's self-motivation, whether that's personal development, whether that's whatever, you can take that one theme and build on it so that you have a message, but it's adjustable enough that when the person's willing to write a check for $5,000 or $10,000, they feel they're getting their money's worth, because you're delivering them something that they know their organization needs. So that's kind of what we're trying to get people to understand. And that's why I came up with the 3 R's: rep, reputation, and rewards. You know, if you're not excited about getting out there and getting in front of people, then you might want to re-examine, why are you doing this? You should be just chomping at the bit to get in front of people as much as you can and as quick as you can, to not only get your reps in, but to develop your reputation. And then you'll get the rewards. Waiting back to try to sell, that's another whole function that most people don't even like that concept. But teaching them to say, get out there as much as you can and often as you can to build your reputation, first of all, to get reps. You know, you can't get better by not doing it. You got to go out there and do it. So don't worry about how much money you're getting at the beginning. Find out groups you can be in front of to get your reps in. Then you'll build your reputation, and then you'll get the rewards.
Boom. Susan?
Law, you're saying you don't want to do the speaking that you were creating and putting together. Is that what I heard you say?
No, I'm saying that I don't want my life to be motivational speaking, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, it won't be, because that's not who you are. That's you're an expert that speaks, and it could be on a variety of things. It could be on nutrition and health, and you know, your fashions and this and that, you know, all kinds of things. People will seek you out by you just being you. Right now, branding is the current word for reputation. So think about that.
Very, very good, strong point. She just said, very, very good, strong point. Branding.
Yeah, I never called myself a motivational speaker. I never liked the term at all anyway. I mean, I believe the only motivation is self-motivation.
I'm with you on that. In fact, if I need to motivate you, you're doing the wrong thing.
Right.
Yeah.
And you see, for us, we call ourselves growth, profit, and enjoyment advisors. So speaking, coaching are just some of the things that we do in the mix of a lot of things.
Good stuff.
And you
Good
can
stuff.
see why if you owned a business or if you had a group of people, an association, gosh, they're going to help me grow. Ooh, I like that. They're going to help me profit. Ooh, okay, that's kind of good. They're going to help me enjoyment. Boy, I need to talk to these people. I like all three of those. Those are good things.
Can I add to this?
Sure.
No, sorry, you can't. Oh, I don't know. Can you?
Hey,
I don't know.
Law,
Can you?
Oh, go ahead.
No, go.
Oh, okay, I can go. Okay, sorry. Law, I just wanted to add. I just sent something to the chat. There's this challenge called Be on TV Challenge, and it's a challenge that is organized by this couple based in New York City, your city, and their names are Chris Winfield and Jen Gottlieb. They're this beautiful couple, and they are very passionate about connecting people. They own a PR company called the Super Connector Media. So just check the comments basically, and do some research on them. They're really amazing. I went on the program, and that was how I got my first entrance into TV. So you did mention that you want to be on TV, and I feel that your story. I mean, I don't know that much about you, but your story is a story that is relevant, and there's so many young men out there, not just Black men, but just men of different cultures and races that would absolutely love to hear you.
Yeah, she muted herself. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, there you go. That would absolutely love. That's the last. Oh, you did it again. Unmute yourself. That's what happened when you're walking and talking at the same time. There you go. The last thing we heard was that would absolutely love.
Be the candidate investment firms are looking to hire. Become a CFA charter holder. Stand out for having the skills to thrive in the competitive investment industry. Visit cfainstitute.org/learn to find out more about the Level 1 CFA exam.
I hate to break it to you, but you're in for a big surprise. 5 years from now, Jane, who's resigning today, will ring the NASDAQ bell, officially launching her company on the public market. And what you'll soon realize is that Jane stole your most valuable data to start her new company on her way out the door. Learn how Code 42 Insider can stop data theft and protect your organization's most valuable assets. Visit code42.com to learn more.
Like it's the Be on TV challenge. They teach you, like the owners, the couple. They teach you how to be yourself, how to be your authentic self, and they give you all these resources and ways of connecting with the media and getting on TV. They're based in New York. They have this fabulous penthouse apartment in Manhattan. So they're very successful, and they have a track record of success. They're very well connected. So go check out Be on TV, the Be on TV challenge from Chris Winfield and Jen Gottlieb. Those are their names, and I've put it in the comments. So check them out, get on it. The Be on TV challenge is very affordable. It's not expensive. So just go there, check it out, and go from there.
Sounds divine, Law. You may want to check it out.
Awesome. It's awesomeness. Yeah, I totally did see the comments. So I'm going to actually do my research. I thank you so much for that. And again, saying what I'm saying because I'm realizing more and more what my true passions are, what my true desires are. And speaking is great. I love to speak because I love to be in front of people. I love to entertain people. I love to transform people. So that's why I started in the realm of speaking. But on this journey, I have learned that I am not a motivational speaker. That is not my zush. That is not my thing. And anyone who limits themselves to that, you're on a destructive path, and I don't want to be on that path, is what I've learned on this journey.
Yeah, totally agree.
And that's what we stress so much in the bureau, being an expert in whatever it is, and just having fun being you. Like Abby, she's walking right there. She could be giving tips to people and things like that because that's part of who she is. She's out there doing that. Law, all the different things that you do, that's going to be the same thing with you because people are looking for different things. They want to learn vegan. They want to learn your style. How are you just so comfortable in your own skin type of thing. So all of that. We all have all those various things about us that people are drawn to.
No doubt. No doubt. Completely agree with that. I'll tell you, I don't do motivational speaking much. When I do, it's definitely different because it's not in my core values. So this isn't a matter that I don't like it. It's just not in my core values. I only do what's in my core values. And to be pumping you up is not in my core values. I would rather chop your head off and make you have transformation, okay, than to pump you up and let you go out there and fake it till you make it. I don't like that, okay? I don't like that. I do believe that you can move things forward and move before you're ready. And, you know, in a sense, fake it till you make it, law of attraction. Receive it before you get it or something. I have you want
Here it
to
is.
fix
You
it.
ready, Antonio?
Yeah, give it to me.
Project it until you perfect it.
All right, I like that.
Yes.
yeah, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. But I don't want y'all walking out here half baked, and it's my fault. That's not my thing. Which leads me to the last point, Jerry. So there is all your solutions. We copy and paste it for me. Now it creates you another problem, Jerry. But Antonio, this is good. How do I do it faster? All right. I got the right tools around me. Forget the people. Let me give you some apps. How about that? Okay. Let me give you some apps that's going to make this work far better for you. Now, there's one app that I use. Now, this is an iPhone, so you need to find the equivalent. I don't think they make this. I don't think they make this app on Android. But I use this app on my phone. Oh, yeah, I just saw the Android. I have this app on my phone. I had no idea it was by GoDaddy. Man, all right then. That's how you brand, y'all. You do a whole app. Over app. Basically, the reason I put it, this is, they give you templates. I pay $49.99 a year because it's that good, but you can get 2 free templates. Like all these templates you can use, videos and stuff. You can do all this stuff, and you can make all the fonts. You can make all these fancy, all this stuff. You can do this over your phone. You just take a picture of yourself, and then you put it, like in here. That's it. And then all this stuff will happen for you. It's because you put it inside of a template. I use this app personally. It's called Over. Okay, just Over. That is it. Reason I use that app, now the truth is I'm a graphic designer, so I use like 5 different apps. But this is the one I use on the go. Canva is another one. Now you're absolutely right. I don't use Canva. Everybody else in the office does. Canva is huge in the office. It's huge in the office. It has many of the graphics you have seen that I did not make have come off Canva. I can guarantee you that. Deanna say, yes, it has. Yes, it has. Deanna and Grace love Canva. Now, and the reason I don't use Canva is because I just didn't feel like learning a new program. That's all. It has nothing to do with, I know too many. I didn't feel like learning another one by the time that one got popular. The reason I use this mobile one, because it's on my phone. And I'm sure Canva's on the phone too. So I can, because how do you get inspiration in all the wrong places, but always at the right time? so exactly. I've never bought my laptop. I'm like, oh man, Jerry just said something great. And I just sit there. You like me, you got 10,000 pictures in your phone. Just stuff, you know how it is. And I just pick one of them and I go for it. Boom. That makes things super quick. Why, Jerry? Because when you post a video, you want to do a thumbnail, don't you? Or when you post a video, you want to do a picture about the video. You get it? Chris did one of these pictures yesterday. I'll show you. Now, this is a bit unfair because we're trying to talk about how to do all this by yourself is what we're talking about, right? How to do all this by yourself. But I do want to show you the picture that Chris did. He did a few of them yesterday, but I want to show you the picture he did so you can see how to turn a video into a picture, because some of you may not have that understanding. So I'm going to give it to you right now. This is what Chris created yesterday. There's only one way. It's great, right? It's freaking great. It's freaking great. It hasn't come out yet, but there's only one way to fail, and that's quit. And that's something I randomly said in some video that is now a picture. Do you understand? So you do the same thing. Now, you can't use Chris, but you can just see, you take over or Canva and you take one of your quotes and you do all that stuff like that. Then you can have Isaac listen to, some of your videos and just pull out quotes. Just pull out quotes from the videos randomly. And you create a whole note full of quotes just from your videos. Now, all those notes just become graphics. Yeah, see what I'm doing? This is the stuff he asked for the secrets. This is the stuff we do around here. Deanna, you have a note full of my quotes, don't you? Do you mind sharing it? Deanna decided a couple of years ago to just start a bunch of notes from my quotes. I have no idea why she did it. I just know Chris started using it the day before yesterday. So 2 years before Chris got here, Deanna was planting the seeds to get that done. Everything is connected. It truly is. It truly is. Truly is. Hey, Miss Namdi, how's it going? Yes. All right, now, so this is just a bunch. You ain't got to scroll down. This is just stuff that you can scroll down. That's fine. It's just a bunch of stuff, okay? Susan says she has those. You can stop sharing. It's all right. Susan says she has a bunch for Phil too. I just say stuff. I just be running my mouth. And it just comes out. It comes out real. So then you have that. And all those, Patricia, becomes graphics, okay? So now that's one of the apps. As far as video editing goes, I don't cut expense there for a reason, okay? So I got Final Cut Pro, which is pretty much the premier video editor on Mac. It's the only place I won't cut expenses because it's video editing. Because the fastest way to build trust in the world is face-to-face. Patricia was like, all right, well, let me see you. Okay, you look like I can trust you. All right. And then boom. It makes sense. So the fastest way to build trust online is video. If as humans we build trust face-to-face, then obviously online is the closest we can get. Video is the closest we can get to face-to-face online. So I don't cut expenses when I get paid for people trusting me. Does that make sense? If I know your trust is my livelihood, then I don't cut expenses there. Now, I use $15 videos from Fiverr, even though I know I do it myself. Sometimes I'll just go there anyway because I don't have the time. It'll take me a whole half a day to come up with a good animation, and I can just, send that order off and let it come back tomorrow and do something else. Now, I take a low quality video, and what I'll do, Jerry, is I'll when I'm getting ready to edit it, I'll have something hot when I'm getting ready to say something cool for like 15 seconds, and then stop, and then bam, push that intro right there. That intro of me doing something fancy. And then it goes back to the documentation, the Zoom video or something like that. Another secret.
So,
yes.
Let me clarify that. So what you're saying is you'll do a little intro before the intro.
Absolutely.
Is that what you said? Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You see that a lot in speech and debate. They call it teasers, but you also see it with a bunch of, a bunch of the personality types, your Gary V's and all this stuff that do the same thing. And I think I can do it. I think I have an example that I can show everybody. Let's see. Pretty sure I did. Yeah. The first video with Chris. Hold on. All right, sharing this now. So Deanna's son was just doing too much in the background, right? Which is fine because he's 5. He's supposed to. That's his job. It's okay. Yeah, come in because you're on camera. Come on over here. All right. So if you don't, this camera going out. So you live. So go ahead and come on. Now wave to the camera. All right, there you go. Now go play. Now you can expose. Now they know where that noise is coming from. It's a 5-year-old, by the way. All right. These are private for my community. All right, now that's a 16-minute video. That happened at the very end. Like that was the very end. I just took that clip from the very end, put it in the middle because it was just too cute. It was too cute to pass up. And I didn't want to destroy the video because he's in the background on his tablet laughing at YouTube because it was a good video. So I just knocked out 2 birds with 1 stone. Here, you come here, be cute. So now when they hear a kid in the background, I ain't got to, act like ain't no kid in the background, stuff like that. You document it all, man, the mistakes and all of it, and you want to make the mistakes something awesome and something great. Okay? So there you go. And then, how many 5-year-olds are cuter than that? So I like to exploit anybody that I can get. They know. I told Monica this morning, she came down with some flip-flops on and her toes out. I tell you, I need to get Chris, get on camera so the foot fetish people can start buying from us. Like, I ain't got no sense. All right. I'm gonna try to get it done too.
That's a big market. That's a big market.
Huge market. It's a huge, just go to Instagram and split #feet and watch. That's a huge market. It's a huge market. And they got money. They spend money. Patricia, we need them over here. You understand? We need them over here. They spend money. They have a whole foot section in the business university. No, we won't. No, we won't. And the last secret tools is do the video, do that. Let me go to the process. Oh, uploading. This is the last. Obviously, what's going to happen is your file's going to be too big. Because once you start doing all that, your upload is going to be like, oh my God, this is too big. I ran out of space, blah, blah, blah. No worries. You upload to YouTube unlisted. And then once you get, I'll show y'all. Actually, I can show you literally from this video.
Now, do you want to make sure all your production is done before you do that?
Now, that's a good question. And yes, I would do all of the production. I would make the full video and then upload this. Okay. I wouldn't shrink one video. I would shrink the full video for good purposes, right? For quality purposes. Yeah. Now it doesn't matter. Any video, what I can do is you can come right here, click this button, you can download. And once you download it, it's going to be 99% smaller than what you uploaded it. Okay, so I upload in 4K, and if I want to share it to another platform, then I'll download it into another one. Something Chris came up with yesterday is, and I just think it's brilliant. I just think it's completely brilliant, and I'll show you. Chris, this is how far ahead we are just and stuff. But you can do the same thing. This is my content library. Chris uploaded. He made me do 6 one-minute videos right before the call yesterday. And of course, I was, me, I one take everything. You see how it says uploaded by Chris Holmes. You see it? See, this is uploaded by Grace. And then look how many scheduled posts Grace got. Look at that stuff, y'all. This is nothing. He asked for secrets, didn't he? That's a lot of scheduled posts, Jerry. That's a lot of scheduled posts. And then you see stuff by me, blah, blah, blah. Now, I write all my copy. That's why this is up in the thingamabobby. The words that sell, the fancy words that go with catching attention and converting. The hook, story, pitch. I write all of that. And Chris will be writing soon. And he's just taking notes from me. So he can learn my language. But he uploaded 6 videos. And all I have to do, Jerry, is go in here, which I will today, and schedule them apart because they're already uploaded. When you do a video, you can just upload that stuff, set it as a draft, and come back to it later. That's another secret. So you're going to see like, man, these guys are killing content today. True, but 6 of those came from yesterday. Right? It just came out today. 6 of those came from yesterday. And then the blog, you saw the folder I showed you. There's like 50 different blogs that already written. So those came out weeks ago or a week ago. So a lot of the stuff you see is not the result of today. It's just a result of this crazy machine that continuously goes on and goes on and goes on. Go ahead, Jerry.
Yeah, well, that's the realization I've came to was you have to be ahead of yourself. You have to have some sort of a backlog that you're always working on because it's a process, not an event. To quote a friend of mine, that's a Phil Sorrentinoism. But yeah, and I think that's what I'm trying to get into now is just the habits that allow me to continue to produce, and maybe next week, if you want, we can look at some of the stuff I've got on video. I haven't uploaded anything to YouTube yet. I've just been keeping it in a file on my computer and stacking it up, mainly because I wanted to do. I was trying to figure out, which you just gave me the answer for with Fiverr. Some sort of an intro. And I like the idea of having more than one because I can see right off the division between business and, the personal development kind of stuff like the happy and grateful. And I can see a delineation there that you've got to kind of separate some of that.
Mm-hmm. And you just do that with your intro videos, just like you said. Yeah.
I like that. I like that a lot.
So you just made me show you one more thing that you just brought to my mind. I have a backlog of everything. Grace, how many, I mean, Mike, real quick, just guess how many podcasts, remember, we're starting a podcast called Women Should Run the World. Shouldn't they, Patricia? Don't fool me now. All right, then. There you go. So I want to make sure I got the right crowd.
How do you know we don't?
I think you do.
And now I have a full understanding of how things work. Exactly. How many podcasts, Grace, now that I understand how the world works, okay, how many podcasts would you say y'all have recorded?
It's either 13 or 16.
No. Total. Like total episodes.
Oh, okay. How many total podcasts have the Women Should Run the World or you?
No, you.
Oh, okay.
You.
Shucks. I believe it's about, is it 30? Are we up to 30? I think we're, I believe
you passed 30. You might be right.
We could be. I have to go back and count.
So you go back and count. They do about 5 every time they get together twice a week. This has been a 4-month process and it stopped for a little bit when Adonia's father died. And they pick right back up, okay? And here's the deal. That ain't coming out to 2021. It's that backlog, Jerry. Why would I put pressure on us having to produce presently? You understand what I'm saying? So we're going to have 132 episodes up front. And then I'll release the other ones once a week. So we're going to always be 132 episodes ahead. But just to show you, I do that even for myself. There is a great thing that y'all want to be a part of, that you want. There's a new class. There's a bunch of new classes out. One of them's called Becoming the Master. This is bookshelf stuff. I'll let y'all see what that's later. Okay, but this is Becoming the Master. Right now, there's 4 videos done. I cannot tell you how awesome this is. All dark room. Man, it's so awesome. All dark room, light just on me. Yeah, let me see if I can show you. And this is this is coming out in one of your classes in the senior level, but it hasn't been released because I'm not enough episodes ahead. Do you understand? It's only 4 recorded, but I wrote over 1,000 episodes about becoming a master, and it's just, that's all you see. The whole thing is like this here. That's all you see. That's it. It's epic. But why would I produce it now? To give you one more. If you go to your classes, have y'all seen the trash can cash flow class in the back in your thing? It's got 23 something. Have y'all seen? You probably haven't seen it. You probably haven't gone back there. All right, let's see if we can do it this way. I'm forced Grace, and she didn't even think she can do it. Did you think you could do it, Grace? Go ahead, put on the mic.
No.
Put on the mic in more detail.
He told me every time you record, I want 21 episodes. Okay. Yeah, I want 21 videos. All right. That's all I say is okay. But he looks at my facial expressions and be like, you'll be okay. And he gives me a time limit that he knows that I'm comfortable with. Okay, I got you. So far I've gotten 42.
42. There's 42 completed, but y'all see 21 right now. Here is it. If you go, this is all of them. There's 21. There's 21 more that hasn't been released. Because why would I do that? I gave you a full 21 episodes. Now they'll probably come out, and I'm deciding either once a week or I'll just drop them like Netflix seasons at a time. Either way, that's another backlog, Jerry. We got all the videos. We're 21 ahead. And then she's got to go record. There's another 21 ahead. You understand what I'm saying? And then the One Business Away challenge may come out a little faster than I thought, because I had that come out in 2021. But Deanna's about to drop 40 days of episodes when we get back to the other office. 40 days. So that means, and she's going to do that in 1 day. So that means in 2 days, she can do a whole 90 days, which means that I just got to do mine. And I'm competitive, so she ain't fit to outwork me. You understand how that works. So we just dismiss everything. We don't eat. And we just go in and we go hard. You understand?
You're an animal.
That's it. And look, I got there with my work ethic too. So we're doing it. So the One Business Away challenge may come out sometime this fall if we get that done. 40. Oh, she just shined on me and said, "Oh, I'm sorry, 45. Thank you. 45 and 45 is 90. Yes, ma'am. There you go." So now, because remember, the One Business Away challenge is 66% 4K. And then that 33% is all that Zoom call. Okay? The 33% is all that Zoom call. And that's what you have. So we did all 90 days. The point is, we do nothing but backlogs here. Nothing but backlogs. Patricia, they telling me you unmuted your mic.
Yeah, this is really helpful to me.
Good.
I just started podcasting. I kind of stopped, kind of like did a season 1. Now I'm going to do a season 2 coming up. This kind of answers a lot of questions. Okay, so I'm going to sound real dumb here, but I don't care because,
That's all right.
when you want to know something, then you just ask, right?
That's true.
Okay, so I was using StreamYard, and I was streaming to Facebook and YouTube with the podcast, right?
Mm-hmm.
So are you saying that maybe I shouldn't do live? Should I not do live and just record it and then post it?
All right.
I don't know.
All right. You just blessed everybody who stayed on after we overtime. You just blessed she blessed all y'all. Me personally, I've been on StreamYard podcast a lot. I personally would never use it. For one, Get your branding off my brand. That's number one. Okay? Because when you do that, it's got a big old StreamYard at the top. You
No, I pay for that to have it removed.
Smart.
You have to pay
Smart.
to have that removed.
Good. So I didn't know that. Good. So that makes sense. You remove the watermark. Now I still wouldn't go live. I would use StreamYard to record, and I would do what we call post-produce. Now, in fairness, I would go live if I had a small audience and I was building my audience. Everybody follow me so far? But there comes a point which you got to shine on people real hard. At some point in your growth, you got to let people know, I flew to a country you've never been at. I really, really need y'all to receive that. And the more you show people that they're not you, is the more they're going to say, please take my money so I can be like you. I don't know why it works that way, but I'm telling you it works that way. I would post-produce everything, watch this here, and then go to Fiverr, put on my little episode, put on my little intro, they give me a little outro, and then, this is, it's like, I want to be blessed today. And then I would go, and I'm going to show you, I've done this before, it's going to make sense now. Then I would go to obsproject.com. And I would download this software. Okay. I would download this software for Mac or Windows. I use Mac. And then this is Open Broadcast Studio, Software Studio. It just means it's open source. Now, let me tell you what this does, Patricia. It allows you to go live while post-producing. So I'm going to show you. I use it all the time. 90% of the time that I'm live, it is through OBS, okay? And then yes, people don't know. People don't know. And that's why I'm able to chat while I'm talking. That's actually me chatting while I'm talking. Go ahead, Deanna.
So I received a text message from one of the people within our network. And the question was, am I missing a meeting? What's going on? I see Antonio live. And I laughed to myself because when she said, I see Antonio live, I said, no, there's no messages right now. He's just, running a live feed. He's running a live video on Facebook, but there are no meetings right now. So when you said that, that's it, because she honestly thought she was missing a meeting.
I keep it that way.
Because he was live on Facebook.
Because I'll do super high quality stuff, Jerry, and I'll do low quality stuff to keep people confused. I sure will. Go ahead, Jerry.
Oh yeah, I figured that out early on. I figured that one out. But yeah, I've been using, and you recommended it, but my son also uses OBS and suggested that, and it's a really easy platform to work off of. I think that's part of the deal. I mean, some of this stuff, I have Adobe Creative Cloud, and so it's a Premiere is the editor on there. But if you're not familiar with this stuff, there's a learning curve, right?
Yep.
So you really want to look for the stuff that's fairly simple and easy, and not that Premiere is that complicated. But if you're not into it, and maybe you're a little, on the, you've been around the sun a few times. Some of this stuff can be a little bit more complex to try to figure out and to try to get a handle on. And I feel like I'm, I'm making some progress with that. Yeah. But the simpler, the better.
Simplicity is the only way to get rich. You can duplicate simplicity. You cannot duplicate something complex. That's just the way that works, okay? So I use OBS Project, and I use it religiously. Let me just tell you. So here's this. You see, I could drag the video around. If I do this while it's playing, y'all would see this. You would literally see this. And this is old video, but what I do is I got the Facebook stream, and I'll just come and I'll put in. So this is some stuff that I was playing old, but I'll type in something of high quality production, and I will go to this, whatever this is. Okay, and I put this in. This is more like in 4K. See how big it is? So I got to shrink it because this is 4K. 4K is a lot bigger. Now, and then this is what, and I would just hit start streaming. But you got to link it to your Facebook. No, I never fit it to the screen. As a matter of fact, if y'all ever see me with the black lines, the top and bottom, this is me post-production. Never fit it to the screen. Well, I fit it to the screen and be all weird looking. You know, I'm trying to show y'all my weight loss. I don't want to make it look like I done, I want to make it look like I done gained 15 pounds tonight. I came to San Antonio, gained weight. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? So that's it. You just do this, you stream it to it, and you can always be live without being live. And let me tell you why I use this. It wasn't the intention, but me being an active CEO, it forced me to always be busy. So if I have to go do some meeting or something, then what I do is I force my video to be playing. But I'm going to get these leads while you don't pull me over there somewhere. You understand what I'm saying? Like, since I got to be gone for an hour, I'm going to drop this 3-hour video. And over 3 hours, I'm going to get these leads and stuff while I'm over here working. I put myself in 2 places at one time. That wasn't my intention when I first started. But once I learned the implications, Jerry, of OBS, I realized. But all the gamers do it, and I'm a gamer. This is where I got it from in the first place, from Isaac, okay? Because the gamers, they stream, and they typically behind a green screen or in a chair, just depending on how they got their background set up. But then you got to produce all that stuff. And then they got to edit out all the boring stuff, all the boring stuff. They cut that out, and they post-produce a video, and then they stream it live as if it's a live gaming stream. My last advice to you, last 2 pieces of advice. If you don't know how to use a program, Patricia, just go to name of that program, tutorial in YouTube. You'll find how to use it. Somebody like me has created a video. Now, my last piece of advice to you is, if you're attempting to become a personal brand, I'm going to give you 2 sources to always follow. Until something changes, and I see no foreseeable future in which this changes, you should always, and this is regardless of your age, your denomination, your religion, this has nothing to do with either. Okay? You follow YouTubers. I don't care if you think those kids shouldn't be on YouTube. You follow those big YouTubers. They have millions of subscribers. You do not. You should probably follow them. What they're doing, you go do. Okay? And then you should follow the mega church. I don't care if you don't like religion. That's not the conversation I'm having. I don't care if you're a Wiccan or a witch. It's not the conversation I'm having. The mega church is very good at hiring people like me to keep them relevant to people who do not like the church. And that is personal branding if I've ever seen it.
Antonio,
yes, ma'am.
Antonio, can I say something? Oh, I just wanted to add that when you said follow trend influencers on YouTube, the word is subscribe. That's the term that we youngins use. Subscribe to YouTubers who are influencers and who have lots of followers. Yeah.
Right, no doubt. So it is subscribe. In that case, I wasn't saying it in that matter though, but yes, subscribe to them. But I want you to emulate them. You understand what I'm saying? Like emulate them. I want you to emulate them. This is what I'm talking about. Because they have these funny things in the video. Oof, oof, oof. You don't know where that comes from. And all these noises make the videos more entertaining. Right? All these noises make, and believe me, I am, as YouTube, most of my time is spent on YouTube. Okay? I don't even watch TV. Now, in the mega church, again, just try to separate real feelings for church or not. It's not a conversation I'm having. Do you know how hard it is to continue to convince people who don't like you to come join me? That's a very difficult job. And that takes a lot of marketing and personal branding. And the mega church, I didn't say the small church. You can't follow them. They're typically behind. No offense. Small church is good, but I'm just talking about marketing right now. The people that you talk about, good or bad, they have hired an Antonio Smith. And that Antonio Smith is running that organization. And you should do it too. I have a stronghold of the media that comes out this company, and it is strong. I protect the media that come out this country like Donald Trump protect his stories. Do you understand? Out of my company, I protect all things that flow out of it. I do. Because I understand the power of a story. And ain't no way in the world you finna tell our story for us. Not unless I tell you to do that. Other than that, it's not gonna happen. Those are my bad piece of advice. I hope that helps you. That's all my secrets, Jerry. All of them. Oh, go ahead, Grace. Go ahead.
This morning, someone sent me a message asking if I had any one-liners to get people interested in ATSBU, Ricasa. Now, I told the person I don't have one-liners. I just ask people if they're interested in starting a business, or if they already have a business, are they interested in growing it, taking it to the next level. But I just wanted to ask you, Antonio, if you had something to tell people.
I'll think about it. Can you write it down so I can come up with a few one-liners? I mean, I don't want to tell you no, whoever asks. I don't want to tell you no, because don't tell your customers no. I'll think about it. One-liners have their place, especially if you're a politician. If you're a politician, you want to get voted for, you let your opposing opponent say something, you hit them with a good one-liner, and you'll win the debate. Go ahead, Phil.
Yeah, I said a couple meetings ago that if people don't have a business or they ever thought of having a business, forget about them. I want to change that. Because I think we have so much content in our libraries that the next question I would ask, I say, okay, well then what are you doing for personal development? That would be, do you own a business? Have you ever thought of having a business?
Another one.
Then if they say no or no, remember earlier I said then forget about them, because I'm not trying to convince them. But then the next question you ask them, well, what are you doing for personal development? And that's where they can get into the personal development content. They get a scholarship to be a freshman to work on their personal development.
That's a great one-liner. Yeah. What are you doing for personal development? Well, I've got a scholarship for personal development because we actually have that free. Scholarship only, though. Okay. Scholarship only. And there you go. That's a perfect one-liner. And I wouldn't have came up with that. This is why, and this is why, to Patricia, like this talk. This is why God ain't the only one speaking. I'm not the only one God talks to everybody. You understand? Okay, so I wouldn't have came up with that. Are you interested in starting a business? That's cool too. I love personal development. That is my line. There you go, Vanessa. And since you love it, you're going to attract a bunch of people who also love it. You're vibrating at that frequency. And that's how you grow your business. That's how you do it. That's how you grow your success team through personal development. Because everybody who wants personal development will eventually get to money. That's part of, you cannot have prosperity without money. You can't have prosperity without health, and you can't have prosperity without relationships. It just is what it is. Prosperity is a wholeness thing. And there's no poor righteous teachers. Stop doing that. I don't understand when people say, well, everything's not about money. First off, I didn't say that. Okay? And you are just vocalizing your disdain for money by trying to put that out there in the atmosphere. No one's saying that. That's something you're saying, and you're uncomfortable because money was brought up. But as long as your light bill keep coming, you need money. You understand? And that light bill gonna keep on coming. All right, I'm done. Anybody else? Namdi, you want to say something?
Yeah, I'm just gonna ask a quick question, if you don't mind.
I don't mind.
I was gonna ask, are there any future intentions to compress the videos?
Yes.
Shorter, obviously, because that engages people more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, we have. So we already compressing now, but you're all right. Let me tell you everything that's going on right now. So you have all your 2-hour videos. They're still there. Sometimes 3. Then you have tons of 3-minute videos, 5-minute videos, all that. Tons of them. Actually, all those 23 classes I showed you, then what's the longest one? Like 5 minutes? Yeah, the longest one's like 5 minutes long or something. Okay. So a bunch of those. And that it's going to be a mixture. You're going to have what you would call webisodes, TV episodes, and movies. It's going to be a mixture, and you'll be able to choose from which. In addition, and so that's the compression from a human perspective. There's also a compression from a machine perspective because we're going after, remember, we're a disruptive company. But I'm not interested in Netflix's customers. I'm interested in the customers that are not using Netflix right now, okay? That means I'm going after a lot of 3G areas, Nigeria specifically, Namdi, who's going to need different kind of compression because I don't want people watching one video and totally eliminating their whole data plan. So you got compression on the human side, video smaller, video longer. If you don't like the long videos, you just go do the small ones. If you like the long videos, which is most of the people, then you do that, right? And even worldwide, longer videos are trending. That's why we started that way. Shorter videos are actually going down because people have realized you can replace college with YouTube. It's as simple as that, or replace college with, a personality. People realize that. Now, compression from a machine side is different because we understand that most of the world is in 3G. And when the world goes to 5G, it's still going to be in 3G. You understand? And we want people to be able to consume us in a few different ways. So you're going to be able to download our videos in our secure server. Won't be able to leave your device, but in our secure server. So if you're not in the Wi-Fi area, you can get to one, hurry up and download, fill up your device and then watch offline. Or if you're like in law and you go through a subway, you don't have to worry about buffering and all that stuff or the speed stuff. So you got that kind of compression happening too. All this is happening right now. It is both here and not yet. We're doing it now. There's evidence all around. Plus, we are continuously making upgrades with software updates that make it also not yet. Cool? Yeah, it's a great question. That was a great question. I'm glad you asked. Most of by most, I mean 90, for instance, the One Business Away challenge was about, the Zoom videos lasted about 90 minutes long. But the 4K stuff is less than 10 minutes. Yeah, it's less than 10 minutes. So Deanna goes for less than 10 minutes, and then I go for less than 10 minutes. So it looks like this here. Day one has this title. Deanna talks about it from a marketing perspective. I talk about it from a Antonio perspective, whatever that may be at that time. And then that Zoom video goes. So you got 10 minutes, Zoom video. The Zoom video is the longest. And then, but the goal is, so if you just watch those 10 to 10, then you'll be good. You won't get all that extra stuff that's going to make you a master, but you'll be good. You understand what I'm saying? And then day two follows the same way, and that happens for all 90 days. So essentially, whatever 99 times 3 is still 27. So that's 270 videos is a One Business Away challenge. 270 videos, and 66% of those videos are in short, bite-sized 4K compressed for human sit ability videos. It's just made that up, but you get the point, though. You get the point. We started one way, and now we're adapting to other ways, but we're always moving to the path of disruption. Everybody's on Zoom now, we're getting off, right? It just is what it is. It just is what it is. That's what we're doing. So that's a very fantastic question. Any more?
I have one more question.
Go ahead.
Or maybe a suggestion. Could we actually maybe put this in the back line, like ATS Daily Business Calls or something, so we can actually just go back to it and watch it?
They actually upload it just about every day. There's a whole section in your what's the first? Is it in the first level? It's in all of them. Is it titled ATS Business Call? I gotta go back and look at it then. Daily ATS call. It's in all levels.
With the dates on it too.
With the dates, you might answer.
It's in there by date. And if you go into your search bar and just put in daily, it should pull it up.
Awesome. Okay, so I would definitely look into that today. And I guess as a future thing, maybe we should just start telling people, because, people always ask, oh, could you send a replay? Could you send a replay? Let them know and start stressing it so this way it's not driving y'all crazy anymore about the replays.
Praise the Lord. We like that kind of talk.
Amen.
We like that kind of talk. Good stuff. Oh, well, thank you. I just got an email from Patricia. Where's she at? Okay. Oh, there she is. Okay. Yeah. But everything Law said, we right. And of course, we're pushing you in a little bit, not now, but you're gonna be off of Thinkific. You're actually gonna be off Thinkific when the software comes, but it's going to look like Thinkific. With the next upgrade, it's gonna look like Netflix. It's gonna look like Netflix. I've already coded it and designed it and stuff. So there you go. Any more questions? Cool. Well, Patricia, you go out there and do both. Tell these
Found
people.
it.
There it is. Tell them they need the Lord and money. Okay, you go ahead and do that. And I'm looking forward. And y'all haven't even, I'm telling you, what's getting ready to happen, I would just most certainly take notes with the e-commerce that's coming. Right. That's coming. You do one thing at a time. Once the software finishes, we'll focus on that. And just take notes. Abby, you look like you're about to do some sit-ups. You about to do some sit-ups? Or you say, Lord, God, this walk that got me, girl.
I'm just relaxing. I'm just relaxing and enjoying the outdoors.
Taking all that energy, man. I ain't mad at you. Thank God for people who relax with ATS. Go ahead, Phil. Final words on you.
Well, that's just a quick reminder of Dr. Sugar's niece.
Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for bringing us back on track. So let's give her a call as soon as we hang up, okay? We would check on her all day, and let's send updates to everybody too, okay? As long as she gives permission, we'll give her updates. All right, we'll do that. If she gives us permission, we'll send you all updates. Y'all can check on her yourself. I'm sure Patricia has already texted her a few times.
Hey, Antonio, one quick question.
Mm-hmm.
What's Dr. Sugar's number? Was it 906?
Yeah, she put it out there.
332. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you can put it in the chat. Yeah, you can put it in the chat. She put it out there.
All right, thanks.
Yeah, she put it in the chat right now, and make sure she send it to her directly too.
Thank you.
So we're gonna put it in the chat plus send it to you directly as well. Okay, good stuff. All right, everybody. Go ahead, Law.
Just one more suggestion. In the new system, when we are aligning calls and classes and stuff like that, can we actually flip it where the newest one is on top and the oldest one is on the bottom, as opposed to being able to have to scroll all the way to the bottom for the new one? I think that's easier.
That's a good point. Write that down and send it to me. It's a good point. Yeah, good stuff. Good point. And I think once we do the Netflix model, that may not matter anymore, but we'll see. That's a good point, though. Sure will. Anytime my audience, this is what I ain't overtime. Y'all said, hold on, Tony, let me give you some more suggestions for your company. Yes, I'm listening. Thank you. All right. So I'm always going to listen to y'all. That's it for me. We're going to do something constructive. I'll see you at 12 or 12 our time. And I plan on, this is Friday, right? All right. Well, I plan on going very high and trying to blow your mind today, give you some great value. Thank you for being here. I may even stay on video production. We'll see. All right. Well, Antonio T. Smith Jr., you can plant better. You can dominate. Thank you, everybody. See you later. Finish relaxing, Abby. Stay away from them ants. Unless it's Vastine's ants. There you go. All right, dear. Y'all have a good one.
Thank you. You too.
From earaches to strep tests, there's Minute Clinic at CVS. See a provider, fill a prescription, and grab essentials. Or see us online with telehealth options. That's healthier made easier. Visit Minute Clinic at CVS today. Services vary by location. See MinuteClinic.com for details.
I hate to break it to you, but you're in for a big surprise. 5 years from now, Jane, who's resigning today, will ring the NASDAQ bell, officially launching her company on the public market. And what you'll soon realize is that Jane stole your most valuable data to start her new company on her way out the door. Learn how Code 42 Insider can stop data theft and protect your organization's most valuable assets. Visit code42.com to learn more.